everyone, and welcome once again to the video series Challenge Accepted, where you, the viewers, leave comments for the next video suggestion. Whatever the challenge may be, the comment with the most likes, by making it in the top comment spot, will be the next Challenge Accepted video. Of course, with that being said, let's get started. This challenge was actually suggested by Drizzt, which says, 18 mines only, you can shoot them. On Sharqi, troll time, happy face! So thank you very much, Drizzt, for the suggestion, as well as you 56 others that liked his comment. This video is for you guys. Now, the regular person might think 18 mines on Sharqi. How is this going to ever be possible? Well, believe it or not, this is actually a pretty possible thing to do, especially with some veteran engineers that actually know what they're doing. And for those of you that aren't, you're going to learn some pretty advanced tactics here for using these 18 mines, as well as an interesting idea for defending some MCOM stations on Sharqi. Now, one of the more commonly known things with the 18 mines is, yes, you can shoot at them and you can blow up the mines. But make sure you're not too close to your own mines when you're shooting at them. The only reason why is because the explosion radius and damage is really high with 18 mines, and you can kill yourself if you're close enough. One of the other really cool things about the 18 mines is that wherever you throw it, it will stick. So, of course, if you throw it on the ground, it'll stay on the ground. But if you throw it on the wall, or in a tree, or on the ceiling, it'll actually stick to those places and not fall. While keeping these things in mind, the 18 mine for defensive purposes is a really great anti-personnel explosive. I would say even better than C4. Because people can tend to look at the C4 and shoot it out and know that somebody's just waiting to blow it up. But if somebody looks at a mine, they just think someone's just throwing mines just for the sake of throwing mines and not trying to gear it up as a trap. One of the things you need to keep in mind when using 18 mines for this purpose is that, of course, when you die and whatever mines you have placed around the map, of course, those are going to be gone once you respawn back into the game. So that was one of the aggravating things I was running into, because I would have really good spots for the mines, and then somehow I would find somebody come behind me or start shooting at me, and then all of a sudden these groups of enemies would be right in the area, and I see my mine right there, and I'm sitting there wishing, oh, could somebody on my team just shoot that mine? Because once the enemies advance in that position and take control of that spot, it's really hard to just get a mine back in that place. One of the things that I absolutely loved that made doing this challenge easier was the simple fact that the team that I was on actually had a great group of medics. They were right on time with the revives and helping me stay alive, which was pretty cool. And you know, it's always nice to find a group of people that actually know what they're doing, especially on Sharqi Rush. I did have the maximum amount of training points put into the 18 mines, so I can carry up to 5 mines just in case I needed to have that surplus or that amount of mines. But the other really cool thing in this game was we also had a great group of assault characters that knew how to throw ammo boxes, which was also a plus, because I never ran out of mines. Of course, in this video, I pretty much just stick around the AMCOM at the very beginning of the map, so that's where you're going to see all the 18 mines pretty much. But also some of the other areas that are really good is the BCOM area as well. You can actually just throw your 18 mine right on the side of the building, right where that BMCOM is at, and just throw it high enough to where you can see it when you're down in the pool below, and you can just hide there and wait for people to run by or run near it to start arming it, and you can blow that up, and the explosion radius will pretty much kill everybody around that MCOM station, you know, for quite a good distance too. Even if they decide to jump in from that pool area around that BMCOM, it'll still kill somebody. Of course, the best way to use 18 mines against infantry is definitely for defensive purposes on any type of rush game mode, realistically, as long as you're able to go through and shoot at the mine and maintain cover at the same time. So of course you see me here just going through and just planting the 18 mine wherever I can, hiding behind some cover, waiting for somebody to show up, and then just shooting at the mine and getting essentially a free kill out of it. And I absolutely love this tactic because people don't expect, you know, the 18 mines just blowing up randomly on them and just killing them. They think it's just mainly for vehicles, but any of the veteran engineers know about this tactic and use it quite effectively. Another really cool use for the 18 mines is essentially using them as booby traps for going around corners or anything like that. Let's say if you have somebody chasing you and you're capturing a flag at Sea Sharqi. Of course, you could run around the corner, plant a 18 mine. Of course, you know the enemy's going to probably follow suit to chase you, and then you can turn around, shoot the mine, and pretty much get an instant kill. So it's kind of like a booby trap that you're setting up for the enemy to fall into. Just the really big thing that you got to remember when doing this with the AT mines is you have to keep your distance, because you can die really easily if you don't have enough distance between you and your mine. Of course, if you point out to your teammates what you're doing with the AT mines, which is essentially using them for anti-infantry purposes, you can have some pretty decent amount of help with that, especially if it's friends that you play with commonly. For instance, I was playing with my friend Audacious in a Sharqi Rush game, and he was an engineer, and he was actually placing his mines on walls in places that I can actually snipe the mines out at from a safe distance. So doing this, I was essentially doing my part as a recon by defending the MCOM station, and essentially helping out my teammate Audacious by getting him some extra points for kills. And it's really cool when you do this tactic, because the engineer, of course, gets the delight of getting the kills and getting the extra points, while the actual recon gets the pleasure of just watching the explosion happen and these people die right in their scope, and it looks pretty cool. And not only that, but you get that warm and fuzzy feeling of helping somebody out in your team. And I don't know about you, but I kind of like that feeling. I could have done this on Sharqi Assault, but it was just really boring and not fast-paced enough, so I figured Sharqi Rush would be the better way to go. And the reason why I didn't feel like the Assault game mode was fast-paced enough was because I felt like I was sitting there camping the entire time, just waiting in high hopes for somebody to attempt to capture a flag when it just wasn't happening. One more thing about the 18 mines, of course, in case you didn't know, they don't hurt friendlies, which is good, because let's say you have a teammate that's really close to the 18 mine and they need to set it off, and it's one of yours, they can actually have the liberty of doing that and being really close and not dying. Okie dokie guys, with that being said, this is the 18 mine only video, so thanks Drizzt for the suggestion, and I will see you guys next time.